Hi, and welcome to Assignment 4, English Language Arts Task Review. This assignment is going to take you to a resource created by the New York City schools in order for you to see some tasks that are aligned to the Common Core. You'll have an opportunity to explore those tasks and then also think about what students will need to know and be able to do in order to complete those tasks. Hopefully this will give you a broader understanding of what exactly Common Core may look like in terms of student work. You'll then have the opportunity to discuss your findings with your colleagues, either in the Schoology forum or at your site. So let's get started. The first part of this task is to visit the Common Core Library at the New York City schools. You can click this link right here in the Schoology forum. So go ahead and click that, and it should open a new tab, and you'll see a site like this. On the left-hand side, you have a search bar in this blue sort of bar right here. So what you want to do is select a grade level. In this case, we'll just select 7th grade, and then you want to select a subject area. So for this assignment, we're going to click English Language Arts Literacy. Then click Search. As you see, as soon as you click Search, you have a couple of different tasks that come up. Depending on how many tasks there are for a particular grade level and subject area, there are maybe multiple tasks. So in this case there are 2, in some cases there may be 4 or 5. In order to select a task to just explore it, what you'll want to do is click this little PDF icon. So we're just going to click that. This will download and view one of the tasks. And this gives you, the task is set up to give you a lot of introductory material in the beginning. It gives you the standards that it aligns to. In some cases it may be a complete unit that you're getting, in some cases it's just a performance task. For right now we're just going to kind of skim past the introductory material, though you may want to take a look at that later just to see how these tasks were built and some of the thinking behind that. But you want to just scroll down to the actual performance task. Go ahead and skim that task, kind of get a feel for what students are asked to do, and then we're going to start doing some thinking about what students need to know and be able to do in order to successfully complete a task like this. Doing that level of thinking will also help us understand how Common Core state standards are different from what we're currently asking students to do with the California content standards. We do have a support in place for you to do some thinking. So if you go back to the Schoology forum, assignment 4, we have a note sheet. There are a couple of different ways you can use this. First, you can click on the link, download it, print a copy so that you can handwrite directly into it. Second, you can click the link, download a copy, and type directly into it since it's a document. It's in a Word document format. Or third, if you're completing this on an iPad, you may want to take some paper and just use this as a format to take some notes on your own, since you won't be able to type directly into the document. So just a couple of things to consider. We'll go back to the task, and back to our task, and we're going to look at a note sheet that we've already kind of completed for you so that you can get an idea of what kinds of things you might notice. So in this task, students are writing an informative explanatory essay of approximately 1 page in which they analyze how the author in his chapter, The Omnivore's Dilemma, organized and developed his argument regarding the omnivore's dilemma. So one thing that students need to be able to know, is first of all what an informative or explanatory essay even is. They need to know what that means, and certainly they would need to know what an argument is when it uses that terminology. In terms of skills that students would need to have, one thing that I think about is that students will need to know how to determine an argument in a piece of text. If they're going to be explaining the argument, then they also need to know how to find it. Also embedded in this is the idea that students will have to cite textual evidence. So that's another skill that students will have to do. They'll need to be able to demonstrate that they can do that. What you'll want to do is just think about this task and jot down as many ideas as you can possibly think about in terms of what students will need to know or be able to do. The more you jot down, the more and deeper learning that will occur, the more you can think about some of the differences that Common Core has with the California state standards. Once you're done looking at this task, what you may want to do is go back and explore some additional tasks. You could explore a different grade level, one that you also teach, or one that sort of comes before your grade level or after your grade level to see how work grows from grade to grade. That might be a suggestion. You might look at multiple tasks from your grade level. It's totally up to you. And there are places on the note sheet for you to track a few different tasks if you want to do that. Once you're finished looking at multiple tasks, we're going to ask you to go back into the assignment 4, Schoology Forum, and you'll notice if you click this button, Next, it will take you directly to a discussion format. So in this forum here, where there are some discussion questions, you can respond to the questions in this box here. You can gather a group of colleagues at your site and talk about the questions out loud if you prefer to do it that way. It's totally up to you. We believe that it's important for you to have this conversation though, so that you can kind of process your learning and also collaborate with your colleagues. That's it. Enjoy exploring the ELA tasks. Yeah, enjoy.